Whole boat that didn't want to. Both? Yeah. Think about gold. He might be looking for maybe a treasure. See, different this year. I don't know what was looking good.
Well, what did it say?
It was strong.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, y'all gonna be able to walk out here?
I did not drive. Gracious. A lot of goodies. Thank you.
Okay, let's see, we call work session order. First item on the work session is promotion of Mr. James Seth with Public Works from a laborer to a truck driver. And qualifies to be complete CDL. Yeah, he completed CDL too. Okay. All right. The next item that I have on the agenda here is a sales tax exemption for the Monroe Journal. I think y'all got this. I printed off the section of the ordinance that allows for a 1.75% sales tax instead of the usual 2.5%. And I printed off the code section that Attorney Harris says allows for that. Who's it for? The Monroe Journal. Monroe Journal. What it is, they bought a plate to print. Anyway, it's to use in their printing machine. And in the past, the company that he bought it from did not charge sales tax. So this new company charges sales tax. So they went to the county, and the county was able to completely exempt them. But law for the county is not the same for municipalities. And the only thing that they could find, and Shipper could find, I have to talk with him to leave, was according to this code section that we could reduce it. Yeah, instead of the 2.5%. So.
Because they're making a sizable investment, or without new jobs, or what was
it? He said there has not been passed to them. They had not been charged before. And he switched companies to different companies. So he has a different company that's charging the sales tax, which they had not paid. And so they went before the county, and there's a provision in the law for the county that they can exempt them from, I think it's 1.5% they pay from the county. And the county exempted them to 1.5%. And so there's a letter from the county, showing where he was exempt at 1.5%. And so he made the same request of the city, but the city did not exempt the tax. We can exempt a portion of it. And so instead of 2.5%, it'd be 1 3/4% tax to be charged.
Yeah, I don't understand why the reason for them to be able to do that. I mean, so everybody buys something can now do you think sales tax? I mean, you we look at investment or either job creation. I'm not
Well, I printed out the section of it, you know, it says upon every person concerned, and this was. I got it in the computer, I printed it taxes. It says upon every person concerned with corporation engaged in continuing within the city in the business of selling and retail machines used in mining, quarrying, compounding, processing, and manufacturing intangible personal property amount equal to 1 3/4% of the gross proceeds of the sales of such machinery, provided that the term machine as herein used shall include equipment which is used in mining, quarrying, compounding, processing, and manufacturing intangible personal property and the parts of such machine. Attachments and replacements therefore which are made and manufactured for use by an operation of such machines and which are necessary to the operation of such machines that are customarily used.
I mean, different equipment, but tax different rates, is that where we trying to go with it?
Well, he was,
I know past and here the conversation is carrying certain things are taxed different ways.
those are, I think there's abatements in there.
No, I'm just talking about actual machinery, yeah, different machinery taxed at different rates. Automobile is not a full field tax rate.
Right.
Farming equipment is not a full tax rate. Man, is that category it's into, or?
This is what was given to me,
I mean, if it's something tax, it's tax rate, and then that's fine.
well, I think y'all got this from, Chipper. He says, Bo Bolton has requested the city grant the Monroe Journal an exemption from the sales tax on their purchase of a new printing plate. It says after examining the Alabama code and reviewing this issue with Caleb Beck, Associate Counsel of the League, we find no authority which allows the municipality to grant a tax exemption in this situation. It is also our opinion that section 5-30C of the sale and use tax code in Monroeville allows tax in this situation at a rate of 1.75% instead of the 2.5% under section 5. Yeah,
That's in, because it's manufactured. Is that-
Yeah,
that's
I didn't
what
make
you're
a
saying?
copy of that. Did you? And what did you read?
No.
That's fine. Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, if that's the rate manufacturing equipment charged at, then I understand, because like I said, automobiles are not taxed sales tax rate. Machinery is not taxed sales tax rate. But as far as just being exempting it, I don't see where that's authority to do that, but getting taxed. If they didn't do it before and no one ever caught it, then that's history. We used to buy things online and not pay sales tax on it. Everything you buy now and pay sales tax.
Mike, how many papers are y'all printing up there now? About
It's
13?
15 or 16 total.
That's great.
A lot of plates every year.
What's the amount, what's the value of this equipment? I mean, what do we, you know?
Well, it's not equipment, it's the aluminum plates.
Yeah, but I mean, I would be checking, it'd be equipment, but
And, I don't know what they cost, but I most it'd be about $10,000 savings. A year. Actually, yeah. That's a whole lot, man. I get what their place costs, I used to go, even though we don't know, but, what about? So that's something you'll have to buy every year. Has to buy them monthly, and, I don't know what happened. If this new company is cheaper or what, but we changed company. And the old company, for whatever reason, didn't charge sales tax. The new company charged sales tax. It may be the state that they're located in, I don't know. But they charge sales tax according to whatever state, they may have a outfit in Alabama. He didn't tell me a whole lot.
Hello.
Hey, Chipper, how you doing? I was in the work session and a question had come up about the sales tax exemption for the Monroe Sheriff.
Yes.
And I showed them, the email that you sent, and I think they had some questions. Y'all have questions for you?
I mean, what's the justification for this? Is it this equipment is taxed at a different rate than other things, like automobiles don't pay full sales tax, farming equipment don't pay full tax? Why is this an issue here? Why would it be exempt under any condition?
Why would they not be exempt?
Why would they be exempt?
We could not find any authority that would authorize the municipality to exempt them from sales tax. I'm not sure I'm answering your question.
Okay,
They're reduced.
I'm not sure the question, did I know what question to ask?
Well, the issue is whether or not they should, the purchase of this, I forgot what it is printing.
Printing plate. Printing plate, right, and what you found in there was, and I print out the section of the code that, it said that might will allow it to be reduced to 1.75% instead of 2.5%.
Yeah, so we found that, and that's that says that the sale of anything that manufactures, or makes, I could get this precise language out, items of property can be taxed at the rate of 1.75%. An automobile, of course, is not, that's not traditionally something that manufactures. This printing plate manufactures a press.
I'm just saying different things are taxed at different rates, for whatever the reason. One is, can you imagine what the price was added to a car, 10% sales tax put on it. So I mean, they lobbied to have that happen. It's taxed at a different rate than buying groceries or buying, cat food or something.
I'm not sure about it, but I think that's the Alabama legislature made that decision.
Yeah.
And the automobile industry, with its influence, got that change. But I don't think there's any statutory authority that designates or defines a amount of that makes these printing plates to be taxed in any different manner, except by the state. There's a statute that says that the printing plates would be taxed by the state at 1.5%.
Okay.
Now, I think there was some language that had to do with counties. And their county attorney said that a county could exempt them from paying tax on this. But we couldn't find anything that said that the city could exempt. Now, this right here would only allow us to reduce the amount of tax. So it's right to 1.75.
And I talked to Milton, of course, the county attorney, who gave the opinion that the county could waive this tax, and And Milton acknowledged to me that he was not aware of any law that applied to municipalities. And I didn't go any much deeper than that. I didn't want to question his opinion. But anyway, that's the assistance I had from the attorney with the league municipalities was that he found no objection to us charging the 1.75%. Of course, it's all discretionary with council. You may not want to reduce it. I mean, well, you got to reduce. I think you got to reduce it because I think the statutory authority. I think they fit in that 1.75% scheme of taxation under our ordinances. But I don't think the city of Monroeville, the municipality has the authority to waive or to make exempt that sales tax. And that's not just my opinion, that's opinion from the league municipalities.
Okay.
But I'm not sure I'm not here answering the question.
Like I said, I'm not sure quite, I know how to ask that question and what applies to this.
Well, like I say, this was a request that was received from the journal. And Chipper has been going through the research in it to try and, provide an answer as to whether or not we, as a municipality, we had the authority to grant an exemption or reduce the tax, so whichever. So this is, what they came back. Any other questions? Okay, Chipper, you gonna be able to be over for the public hearing?
I can, I am available.
Okay, it's supposed to be at 4:50.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Bye.
The city's COVID-19 policy. Come back and update to reflect basically what the CDC recommendations are now. And they're saying from a mild case that basically once symptoms appear or you diagnosed, you have to be as day 0. And the following day, they recommend you isolate for 5 days. And at that point, if you come out of isolation, that you're required to wear a mask. And then after that 5 days is up, they consider you not to be infected or communicate the disease to someone else. Now they have a different ruling if it's a moderate to poor, I believe. And in that case, you have to, from the day that you are determined to show symptoms or diagnosed as having COVID, that you isolate for 10 days, and then you have to wear a mask for 10 days afterwards. And I'm just recommending that we adopt the CDC guide, and I think that's what we've done before. Is that right, Missy?
Yes.
We adopted the CDC guide.
Mhm.
People take those 10 days, but and it's all within
The CDC has a calculator on their site that you can put in your day of exposure. And if you show symptoms or not symptoms, it walks you through on what their recommendations are, and how long to mask and things like that.
So that will update our policy to be in compliance. We gave out We had some discussion about the Mardi Gras parade out. In which, I think last year we got 30 we had some issues in which we're trying to correct so it doesn't happen again. And the parade route will actually start down Hines Street and come up by the Chamber of Commerce, make the turn, come down and go out West Cleveland Street. We have such issues with crowd control that what we do is we block off, South, South Alabama Avenue at East Cleveland Street. And then that will open all that up for the crowds, because we had issues. The parade got separated, people started backing cars out and leaving and all that type of thing, so we were trying to go through and figure out how to keep that from happening and prevent large gaps from happening in the progression. So.
And the other is that corner at, South Alabama and East Clare Street in Johnson's Jewelry, Limo Company. With these floats pulling trailers, it's so congested right there when they're trying to make those turns, and the trailers are tracking over. And just difficult to keep people back away from. So this is more of a straight shot through that area.
Yeah, last year we had an issue with, a person not wanting to pick up their child. And, we had a fire truck coming through, so, I had to stop the parade. To get that child picked up. And I had to get some assistance from the fire chief to handle it, and it was just a little too much. So we decided that this might be an answer to the solution.
And it'll cut down on the walkers, but, it will.
Yeah, we won't have that many walkers.
It'll help keep it together. I know y'all were good with it.
All right, good idea, try. Yeah, that makes it pretty tight. Just trying to make it square while the other folks are.
Yeah, that overlap there. So it'll shorten it a little bit, but I think it'll be safer.
Short, I mean, everybody winds up getting congested all in one area, no matter what you do.
And two, the Hines Street portion of it.
Yeah.
It, in South Dakota, it's very few people is on that area anyway, so it's a long span that. People's not on, and then by the time you get back to the square, a lot of people are ready to quit. They start picking that up.
Did Christmas parade when you're lined up on Winston Street before jail was there and came down Hines. That's one of the routes, basically what you do in there was a route we had it.
Really?
I had I think we went to Councilman Bruton first, Brett Lawkins. Concerning, I think it's 35 foot by 50-foot section right there behind the store. And he indicated that it belongs to the city. And he wants to go through and purchase it. And I'm just trying to see if there's any interest in the council in doing this before we talk about the things that we got in the protocol.
There's a small piece of property right behind this building there. Where Southern Advertising and the insurance place is.
I think it's 35 foot and 50 foot.
Well, number one, what is his reasoning for wanting it, and then next would be what is the reason why we want to get rid of it? Is there any issues with bell fire or anything else traffic through there?
The only thing I'm familiar with through there is that the building immediately behind the building is supposed to stay up and as their fire lane, which is 20 feet, or anything else I'm not sure about.
But this is all set inside. I think it's from where he's looking at is. It comes out 35 foot from his back door and it's 50 foot wide. And, he said that he's gonna use it to, park his vehicles up under it or store stuff up under it and things like that.
Seems like they make that back end more inaccessible for fire to get back there if there was a fire. There's not a whole lot of room.
Well, what he was showing was not so fast, the backs of those buildings right there. There's measuring it.
25 foot is pretty good bid.
Yeah, so his building dips in.
Yeah, it does.
in the Back.
Yeah.
And what he wants to do, he told me, was to build a shed of some type back there, so he's lettering vehicles and that kind of thing, he has weather. It's his intention, I think, and some storage back there.
Would it go out past his indention?
Yeah.
Well, no, it wouldn't go into that lane going through there, that alley, but is that right, Mayor? It would
Yeah.
stop at the alley.
Right.
And basically make his building, back of his building flush with all the other buildings.
I'd have to look at 35 foot, pretty good bid, pretty good deal.
You know, on this grid, it just, it doesn't really say who owns it, it just says. It kind of groups it with all the other right of way. Mention behind it.
I think that. I read going about 35 feet, that ain't much. That much in it.
I don't, if they don't want any farther, and, cause see, we have to have an appraisal, but.
Yeah.
But we have to pay for it, and there's no interest in doing it, there's no need in.
And appraisal, they aren't cheap right now. I mean, not appraisal, surveying it out, get an appraisal, make cheap, man, we'd have to be surveyed also. You can. Get a good description on
We make it do, I don't know, he'd be interested in a long-term lease or something like that, I mean, we could do something like that. It's something he needs, big business.
It would be useful for him, that we can work that way.
Yeah, he's using it,
it. Yeah.
Just want to go, really.
parking and all, yeah.
When. Have you looked at it?
I haven't put a tape on it, but.
Yeah, I'd like-
familiar.
That part of it, but, the conditions of anything on doing it would be. Number one, he would pay for. The appraisal and would pay for the survey, and then there would still be some, that you have to pay the value of what it appraised at, it might be pretty expensive.
Fair market value.
I wouldn't be surprised if it cost you $600-700 to do a survey on that thing.
Probably another 3 for the appraisal.
So it'd be nice, and in his case, it'd be nice to have an thing there.
Okay. So, let's see. You pay for the survey. And
And reimburse us for their appraisal.
And if we don't do those two, we're gonna lose money. And the crowd value of it's probably not gonna be much more than what those two items cost.
anything else? That's pretty much it.
Okay, let's see.
We pay for the survey and reimburse us for the appraisal.
Doing the measurement on Google Earth, it looks to be about 35 feet.
And that's gonna still leave the alleyway. Yeah.
Well, we don't own the alleyway all the way through there.
It's just maintaining it open.
Yeah,
So stop behind that
yeah, this part,
Magnolia corner.
yeah, right here behind the first building and the second building. We don't have nothing like that, all that belongs private.
I heard stories about it. If I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to have fence across there one time.
They wanted to put one.
I provided everybody with an agreement for utilizing the pavilion that's done by the YMCA. And it shows what the costs are on that. My question is, does the fees, the monies collected on that, the thing by the grant, does it come to the city?
I'm sure they do. What do we do on there, Rennie? No. The part on the park side for me.
It goes to the bottom. They collect all of that.
I know it's on here, you know, to give everybody time to look it over and absorb what it's saying, you know, what the rules are on there. Yeah, I don't know if it's, since it's pavilion, is it dawn to dusk, it to be ready? Grounds may be reserved between daylight and dusk. That same rule, y'all want the large pavilion, because we do have lights and everything.
We do have lights now, but now, the thing about it, the reason it's set like that, because the park's supposed to close at dusk. The whole park's supposed to close unless the city got it. If the city has a event like ball games, something like that, the city controls, then that's the only exception. But leave.
We will change other ways to wind up. Needing it. What you doing that way?
I had just got this from Ricky. Bring it off, y'all just wanna take it and look over it for a while. See if there's any changes, we can bring it up here and next council.
Is the small veterans and Quazell Pavilion the same? I guess there's no changes to it, it's just and large.
Yeah, he just added that, the large pavilion to that agreement.
Y'all feel about the rate, figure it out.
Big pavilion, for sure. I think that's about right.
Wrong price. Rent community has 500 and you rent it for 300.
Are they gonna get the use of the pool bathrooms when they rent it or no?
Now Ricky gonna have to work that out. But now, Oh. It's kind of along with other places that's got stuff like that they run. To be honest,
Does he have on here what they have to pay? Yeah, $300 deposit.
yes, there's a $300 deposit on it.
Okay, and that covers basically the remote.
Yes, and I go, one of them remotes is like right now is looking at $250. So, you know, and that's basically, you know, they ain't much on their tail, unless they, you know, cause those lights that we got in the ceiling, they got wire, you know, covers over the bulb. So it's, you know, they can still be busted out, but it's gonna be hard to bust. So. Other than that, let's take a chainsaw to the pole, do much damage.
Don't mean something.
Yeah. it's okay.
We're getting on the price of that loan. So, just hope that bunch is vandalized and the XL part will move up this way. Well, they didn't make that, but yeah.
One of the items that I wanted to go through and discuss had to do with the, we went back and we replaced our air conditioning unit at the community house. That was $16,000. And we did it from, the contingency fund. That is an eligible expense that we can move to ARP funds. And if we're able to do that, the council needs to leave that expense to the, ARP funds. That would give us a $16,000 surplus in the general fund. And with that surplus, we'll see if we can give a one-time payment to our employees of $200 and part-time employees of $100 coming out of the next payroll. It will be coming out of the next payroll if it's approved.
Yes.
And this would one-time payment. So this one, I mean, we talked about here doing 75 before, but we do it this way. We can make that one-time payment.
Well, everybody just got 10%.
Last year with your, you can do a one-time payment for ARP funds. You can't do that from ARP then. And this would be coming from the general fund.
Okay, with me.
The last thing that I have is, and I printed this out, so everybody's sort of busy over. And they had told us on the 19th, but now, take my head. We promised it in the end of September, promised it in October, promised it in November, and we might ain't get it to the end of December.
Well, you know, I think we need to look at the whole new bunch.
Someone is doing it.
That ain't right. I mean, you got two accounting firms, and they can't get it done. No one blame, they ain't gonna take blame. According to that,
Well, they're doing too,
cause that's their job, and we done pay, what, $45,000, and still can't get it?
These are not the things that.
No,
But that's what they
will
did.
pay.
Jackson Thornton has been paid.
So, is constantly asking.
they told me they assured you.
They did. Well, that word ain't working.
They don't look like it. Yours are there in one, ain't worth it.
I got email reference what I've been calling. Contact. Okay. We go through this, pretty much everything I've got. Councilman Golden. Madison. Okay, Councilman Booth.
Yes.
Right,
The sidewalk project, we're still waiting on federal approval to get it out. The, music house floors got done this week. They finished them up today. And the power company's supposed to be out there in the morning, and see what they do with the light that we're using now. And they cannot get parts for those type lights, and when they get bugs and photo sales, and that's it. Now, they are gonna make us up a new proposal for swapping them out the LED, and hopefully have that by the first week.
So we're leasing them from the man, and we're paying for those.
Yes, we're paying for it now.
They ought to be able to fix them then. They can't fix it and swap them out, something else.
Well, that's something that y'all gonna have to talk with, Till Tripp and everything.
I mean, it's terrible. You can't see out there. Somebody would hurt going in the dumpster. There's no light back there.
And not, the steps also keeps blinking on.
Yeah.
Now, for us to have a piece of property like that, we rent and not having no lights in there, it's bad.
When we get their lighting person to go out there and evaluate it.
Oh, she's up out there.
Okay.
And she's the one that recommend LED.
Okay.
I
I quoted it now,
Yeah, he gonna have us a quote, hopefully by the first meeting in January. But now, that guy I talked with this morning, he said that one light may be just a bug. Some sodium bug going on. And, but,
They'll have plenty of them always going to spot up from LEDs, they'll have bucket full of them.
well, they like to do them all at once.
Yeah. Off the coast.
They did. The, one of the changes back station with LED, they did those ones in the dump.
Everything else prep for it.
Yep. Plan ahead.
But Tripp's supposed to be here at that council meeting. I wanted him here tonight, but he's on vacation.
And I'm not gonna be on next one, so we will do it.
You can do a video conference.
Gene Black.
Only thing I have is we got the new pickup, we got it in service for our old truck. Well, some of y'all know, we'll be looking at for, salvage or whatever it is we call it, but I think Mike needs it, so we just do the departmental transfer with it.
The council. Is that?
Did the money for those rentals at the pavilions, and Veterans Park through the Y, has it always gone to the Y? Or did they ever send the rental payments through the city?
Yeah.
Or,
We never, the city has, we never rented them out. We just let the first come, first serve, people come out there if they want to have a birthday party, they had to be, get there, set up themselves. We never rented it out. Same way at Closet. The only time it'd be rented out, like when Gate Through Cast, somebody like that would rent the whole park. But the city has never actually rented them,
but I'm saying now that the Y is not like they rent it out, do we
The
not?
city has never got any money off of that,
Oh, okay.
not that I know of.
How was that possible?
I was asking because I didn't see any of those funds actually coming through the city.
I've never known of the city getting any of that money.
They're like the guy is that they're the one responsible for it and they maintain that whole cost, if we turn it over to them. But, I'm saying that's right or wrong, I'm just making a statement there.
Well, if they can generate enough, start generating enough revenue, the city won't have to give them no money no more.
Right, yeah. You believe that too,
Give it, but you won't take it away.
Just that, the Mardi Gras dates for this year, Mardi Gras is early this year, so Mardi Gras, we're gonna be rolling on Saturday, February 3rd. With the new parade route, we're gonna light the tree January 6th at 6 o'clock at night. At Lyle Slaughter Park. We'll have a king and queen coronation Saturday, January 13th at 9 AM. At the Mardi Gras tree for anybody that wishes to come out and see it. And we will have a Cajun takeover market start at 11. Second lawn procession will start at noon. Moon pie eating contest on the museum lawn will start at 1. We're gonna have art in the park painting 2:30. The Wiz Honk and Sputter Parade at 4, and then the grand parade, Let's Go is the theme. From 6:30 to 7:30. So basically, Let's Go is anything that moves. Is the theme. I'm keeping it simple. I have to borrow water. Please go. Maybe a bathtub.
They don't forbid it out, they have penalties on it, don't have to.
About pleasant, yeah.
Right in your door.
Hey, John Woodrow. Okay, the time is, little after 4:50. We got scheduled and we covered here. And we began with the invitation by Dr. John.
Let us pray. Most gracious God, in this holy season, Lord, remind us of the many blessings you've bestowed upon us. Indeed, Lord, fill our hearts with the joy of the season. We ask a blessing as we go through this meeting tonight. We ask a blessing on all of those who work for the city, especially those who stand guard, that we might be able to sleep secure at night. We ask, Lord, that you guide the council tonight, that everything that's said and done may be in accordance with your will. Bless us as we go forward. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Pledge of allegiance, salute, pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public hearing, they have been posted, the 19th, to consider the sale of alcohol slushies. I don't see a representative from Greenwood. Order. No, there's nothing for public comment. The only thing I can tell you is that the ABC board did go back and amend the regulations to allow the sale of the alcohol slushies in package stores a certain container that they were supposed to use, and this is a container that doesn't have a lid with a hole in it, it's got security tape that goes across it. So, I don't know, but. Because we got about here for here. So, well, a lot of time trying to figure this out.
And again, we have documentation that ABC board allows this and everything else now.
Effective November 30th.
I mean,
We confirmed the documentation. Yeah.
So, just sent the money to the mayor, the committee. We recommended to allow it in the package stores only, not convenience stores. But even though the state allows it, it can be, if they hold a alcohol license. But y'all as a council can change that.
Yeah, yeah, we don't need to make any more wide opening that's already been. Yes. It's just ironic that everything the open container law, why like it does, and you put the frozen drink in here and saying I'm not gonna drink it until I get to wherever.
Okay, Ms. Burns, we are in the public hearing. We have comments you'd like to make.
I mean, I just heard what Mr. Buckle said about, you know, putting in a company for not opening it, but in reality, it's the same with a beer.
Well, that's what I know.
You know, it's
in reality, open container law is reality. It's the same
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
as
it's the
beer.
same. I don't think you're gonna,
Yeah.
people are gonna do what they're gonna do, and, you know, we will make sure we follow the state's law. Their ordinance, we, you know, we will follow that to the T, should y'all decide to allow us to sell it.
Do you sell any containers larger than this? Or,
No, right now we're doing the, we started with the 16 ounce. They've amended it a little bit. They said you can do a 16 and 32 ounce. Now they've gone back and, I don't think we would ever consider doing this, but you can sell up to a gallon of it.
but it has to be an approved container by.
Right, but you know, my thing about that is, how is that gonna stay frozen while you're transporting it?
Yeah.
You know, that would be a difficult, plus that would be, you know, kind of laborious for people working to sit there and hold that while you fill up a gallon jug.
I think that gallon, if I remember reading it correctly, is the purchaser can only buy a gallon per day.
I think it's 2. It's 1 or 2.
But I think one they'd have to keep up with on.
Yeah, that's a lot. That would be a lot.
Now, the mixture in this, what's the alcohol mixture that goes in this? We discussed when there was the wine based.
It is wine based because the state still does not allow any liquor based frozen drink to go out of a store like that. We, you know, we couldn't go in there and concoct our own drinks.
Yeah.
And do it with, you know, vodka or rum. It would have to be this wine based, and right now Gulf Distributing is the one who's selling us the cocktail together.
They got a mix that goes.
Right, and JC, you know, it's like in a big box, a bag in a box.
Yeah, if you've ever seen like the syrup bags at a restaurant
Yeah.
or Dr. Pepper and
Yeah.
stuff, it's exactly the same as that.
Okay.
You know.
And then we also have United Johnson Brothers, which is one of our wine distributors and craft beer. And they're doing a big one. And it's like in what, a gallon jug? It's in a gallon jug. And it, again, it's not the bushwhacker that you get at a restaurant, because those are alcohol based. These are wine based drinks. But my understanding is Budweiser is getting ready to release theirs after the first of the year too. Everybody's getting in the game.
It is what it is.
Yeah, they're running with it.
Chief Black, are you aware of any convenient stores that were trying to sell it previously year?
The only ones I'm familiar with is they are requested, but the reading into the law, it has to be behind the counter, away from chemical sales, things like that. And with some of the issues that's already happened at some of the convenience stores, the committee just felt it was probably best to take that away from it, just let the package stores deal with it.
Okay.
How will the police handle this if somebody's running and really drinking that drink?
And we're living down on the food, driving, drinking beer.
Okay. I mean, that's how I assume that, that's not.
Have any more questions? Okay, as we were going through, we did not know exactly which way that the council was going, so we will have to go back and amend our ordinance. And so if we approve the sale, then we'll have to amend the ordinance to allow it, correct? Yes. So at this point, I would entertain a motion to approve the sale of the wine slushes as described by the Alabama Beverage Control Board regulations.
So moved. Okay, we're not in city council meeting, we're just in, we're just in.
Here in a public hearing, Yeah. you approve or deny in the public hearing, and then they still can't do it until our ordinance is passed, though.
Okay, but I thought we still couldn't act on, actually bring up a motion and vote on it in a public hearing.
It's just like the weed and debris abatements. When you do it in a public hearing, you approve or deny. And then in the regular session, you go and you actually approve.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
I'm gonna hold my own ground, so I know what's gonna happen, I have a problem with it, but I'm still gonna do it. One that.
They just still can't do it until our ordinance is
That's
passed.
fine, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I have a motion to adjourn the public hearing.
You didn't do your all in favor. Or your unanimous vote. Did you just do that? Oh, okay, sorry. I was talking.
We have one name. Okay. I have a motion to adjourn the public hearing. So do I have a second? Second. All in favor? Next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the work session held on December 10th, 2023 at 4 p.m. and the regular meeting is held on December 5th, 2023 at 5 p.m. Do I have a motion to approve these minutes? Do I have a second? Thank you. Okay. All in favor? Do I have a motion for the approval of the motion of James Self with public interest from labor to truck driver?
That's okay.
Do I have a second? Second. Any discussion? Being none, all in favor? Okay. The next item I have on the agenda is the approval of reduction in sales tax for the Monroeville from half to 1.75%. That,
Did y'all need any further discussion on that issue?
Now, more than what we had talked earlier when we were talking to you. I did, my still question is why this, but anyway.
This is not like an abatement where you go through the process of having the public hearing and have to prove that, you know, benefits the city overall and that sort of thing. Public purpose. This is an exemption we're talking about.
So the 1.75 is as low as we can.
It's low to
This is forever and ever, and it's on just this one piece of equipment, there's only.
Well, you have to take each situation separately and
You're
consider.
talking about having to purchase this on a continued basis, talking about monthly or yearly or whatever,
Well, then it would apply every time you buy this thing.
that item.
Yes, it should, yeah. Presumably he's buying it at retail.
Part of that.
Yeah.
do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second
Any further discussion?
The fact that it applies to just one item that was being purchased.
The printer,
Like this printer plate.
okay, let me ask you this. Would that apply to future printing plates?
I'm assuming that's what they were doing it for.
If
As far as any other equipment, that has to be separate.
you have to consider it separately, each one.
If something else comes up and see this ain't the question, is not gonna exemption across the board for everything, it would just for this.
Right.
I go so reduction, not an exemption.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a reduction.
Okay. All right, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay. The next item I have is the approval of the Monroeville parade route. Do I have a motion to approve the Monroeville parade? Do I have a second? Yes, sir. And discussion. There being none, all in favor? Okay. All right. The pavilion agreement with the Pioneer City. Do I have a motion approving the pavilion agreement? The next item I have, do I have a motion to update the training policy to reflect the new CDC guidelines? Do I have a second? Any discussion? There being none, all in favor? The next item I have is a motion to move the community house expenditure for the air conditioning that was purchased through the contingency fund
General.
to the ARP fund.
You would do a motion to free up that money in the general fund that you paid through the contingency fund with ARP funds, which would be 16,000.
Reimburse the general fund from the COVID funds.
Yeah, he has the motion written out for you.
I entertain a motion that the city uses $16,000 in ARP funds to reimburse the general fund for the cost of a new heat pump system at the community. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? All in favor? Okay. The next I have is, I entertain a motion to utilize the surplus in the general fund to provide the full-time employees of the city of Monroeville a one-time pay of $200 and part-time employees a one-time pay of $100. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Any discussion? If not, all in favor? Aye. We got to check on this issue with Brett Lawson to make sure we get the proper division. And he'll pay for the survey and. All right. Think that's all I have. We start with the employees and all the members, the mayor, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Also, just a clarification on the slushies, we are, I think our intention was to go with alcohol review committee's recommendations. Everybody intended. As far as the convenience stores.
We were like that in the ordinance. We're looking there, mothers, we'll figure it out.
Wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy and blessed New Year.
Mayor Chris, thank you for the, Christmas song.
Thank you. Merry Christmas and thank you.
Merry Christmas to all.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year. I wish you all a safe holiday. We have a safety meeting on Friday.
Luncheon and flavor.
Nothing at foot. Anyone wish to attend?
Didn't have it doing food.
You're doing it.
Happy birthday, Albert, and Sandra and first.
Maybe you had doing food.
I'm not having one this year.
No, that's why I think you're in the meeting for.
We'll call you tough if you feel like
Right, that's all. Trust me, I'm gonna jump. One of them is. Let's give a, you think he is, this is like. Yeah, they came here for a couple hours.